Hey guys, so we have some new results out of the 2020 election since the last time I talked about this. I was gonna make a video last night, but just everything just was too late. So basically, right now, Joe Biden sits at 264 electoral votes away, just 6 electoral votes from reaching 270. The state of Arizona, I will keep in the Biden column unless something big happens because it was called for Joe Biden very early on, just 2 nights ago. But right now, Arizona should be in the Biden column, and the new votes are expected to favor Joe Biden more than Donald Trump. So I think Arizona will be a hold for the former vice president. Right now, Joe Biden is expected to flip 3 states: Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, and the second district of Nebraska, that would being the one district. While Donald Trump has made no gains off of 2016 so far, right now, even if Donald Trump wins the election, he will win it by a much smaller margin than 2016. He is down by almost 4 million votes in the popular vote, and right now there are just 4 states left that are waiting for actual results. The state of Arizona, we might see some shifts and it might get much closer between Biden and Trump, but right now the race is looking pretty solid for the former vice president. So before we get started, make sure you join my Discord server if you have not. The link is at the very top of the description below. We'll be updating you guys on the election much faster there, so make sure you join that if you have not. So basically right now, it's 253, 214 on the New York Times. They never called Arizona. However, the Associated Press and Fox News, they both called Arizona, so I'm going to go with that. But right now, it's 253 out with Arizona, put Biden up at 264 electoral votes. But right now, we're just really waiting on 4 states: Nevada, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. Right now, Nevada is definitely closer than we expected. It's just a 0.9% margin. However, we still have votes that are left to be counted out of Clark County as well as Washoe. So we'll see. There are also a lot of votes remaining from these more rural counties. However, the population in those counties are just so small, they will barely make a dent. It's really just all about Clark County and Washoe County, where Reno and Las Vegas are located. So we'll just have to wait for that. Nevada is going to take a while. They're going to be slowly reporting results, and we'll have a pretty good idea with most of the results in by Friday. That's what they said. So Nevada really is taking a lot longer than expected. But right now, the state of Nevada is expected to go to the former vice president after that reporting when Biden's numbers went up in this state. He now has a 93% chance of winning the state and stayed pretty consistent since then. So Joe Biden definitely expected to win Nevada, and with this state, he would reach 270 electoral votes. There are still three states outstanding: Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. Let's take a look at these states right now. The state of Pennsylvania is on track to going to Joe Biden. We still have quite a few votes left from Philadelphia. Montgomery and Bucks County are almost done. Bucks County, we still have quite a bit left. Joe Biden is down by around 108,000 votes right now, and that is steadily decreasing. Chester County is almost all done. Erie, we still have 14% of the vote there, but Joe Biden's numbers are creeping up to Donald Trump. Donald Trump was up here by almost 20% just 2 nights ago. In Pittsburgh, we still have a 6% of results left, but these ballots are expected to be very, very favorable towards Joe Biden, all these mail-in ballots. So we'll see how those numbers stack up. Right now, according to the betting odds, Joe Biden has an 80% chance of, not Arizona, sorry about that, Pennsylvania. Joe Biden has a 90% chance of winning the state of Pennsylvania. It's been increasing in the last couple of hours, so we'll see what happens there. But Pennsylvania looking very good right now for the former vice president. If this flips for Joe Biden, that would be another flip on the map. 290 electoral votes. That would, not negate the factor of faithless electors that really could decide this election if it does become a 270, 268 election, where even one faithless elector decides to vote against Joe Biden and vote for Trump. It would become a tie. If there were two, then Trump would basically win the election. Although this is very unlikely, it could definitely happen, and there's nothing stopping them from doing so. So right now, the faithless elector problem is a little bit of a concern, but if Joe Biden wins any other state, it really is out of the question. So Pennsylvania right now is looking good for Joe Biden. I think he's going to win it. The numbers are there for him, and he's winning mail-in ballots. I mean, he's winning 80% of them right now from Pennsylvania. So we'll wait until the results come in from there. The state of Arizona, 86% 46% reporting Joe Biden leads by a margin of 2.4%. This was much higher just a couple hours ago, or not hours ago, but a couple hours ago yesterday. So it's been a while since Arizona has reported, but Joe Biden's up by 68,000 votes. And you'll see that in the state of Arizona, Joe Biden's chances, they're pretty steady. They have increased since we had a few more results from this state. But the final ballots are expected to be more favorable towards Joe Biden, which is why right now I'm confident in the Biden victory here in Arizona, which would really essentially give Joe Biden the election. North Carolina and Georgia. North Carolina, I don't think can go to Joe Biden at this point. It went down from 50.1 and 48.7, now down to 50 and 48.6. But with 5% of the votes left, Joe Biden can definitely still win this state, theoretically, but really the votes just aren't there. I don't know if he can really get almost 80,000 votes. But Greensboro, almost all done. Raleigh, we still have 5%. Charlotte, we still have 5%. Fayetteville, we still have 9%. So we'll see. But the Senate race that I think has been lost for Cal Cunningham to Tom Tillis. So moving on to finally the state of Georgia, where right now it is very, very close. This is honestly the most interesting race. I mean, with Joe Biden losing in North Carolina, I think that it's surprising to see that the former vice president is doing better in Georgia than in North Carolina. And in North Carolina, do not expect results anytime soon. They're not going to be reporting anything too significant in the coming days. They have to wait until November 12th to have, all the ballots that can be counted to be in. Florida was a disappointment, but it's surprising to see how Georgia has shifted so much more to the left than some of these other states. So I'd say that it's not voted Democratic since 1992 with Bill Clinton winning there, but Atlanta is almost all done. We still have a few more votes left, and I did the math here. So according to the New York Times right now, or according to the Secretary of State of Georgia, there are 47,277 ballots remaining. According to this, just some simple math, Joe Biden needs approximately 65 of the remaining ballots to win the state of Georgia. That would give him around 30,500 of the 47,000 remaining ballots, and Donald Trump around 16,500, which is 14,000 votes in favor of Joe Biden, which would give the former vice president the state of Georgia. But it really depends where it comes from. Savannah, we still have quite a few votes left from Savannah, but not quite 65%. From the Atlanta region, there are definitely still votes left. Almost all these more rural counties for Donald Trump, they are almost all done reporting. So the Trump campaign right now, they are worried in Georgia. In Michigan, the Trump campaign won a small victory, as you can see right there. Or not Michigan, the state of Pennsylvania. I believe they had another court case out of Michigan. Yeah, the judge denied a request to halt the counting because, they were basically all done. But the state of Pennsylvania right here, the court decided that there should be more transparency, so really nothing to do with the actual results. So really not a win for Donald Trump, really, but he did win the case, but nothing that's going to benefit him in too many ways. So why has the New York Times not called Arizona? This is a new notification. So the election is just constantly changing. They don't think there's solid enough data, but we'll see. Right now, Arizona is looking pretty solid for Joe Biden. Although it's not going to be a solid margin, it is looking pretty good. I think it will be a tilt margin, like I said in my final prediction. But we'll see how Arizona turns out. The state of Pennsylvania, of course, Biden's chances are up. The state of Georgia, Joe Biden's chances are higher than ever. They're at 74%. There was 75 just a couple minutes ago, but his height has been 74 throughout this election. If you look at the 90-day graph, really it is a surprise that Joe Biden is going to win this, or has a chance at winning this. I don't say he's going to win it. But on the 2nd of November, Trump had a 61% chance of winning. And then after November 3rd, it was looking pretty good for Trump, 92%. But now it's 70% for Joe Biden. So Georgia definitely unexpectedly going well for the former vice president. Unlike those Senate races, Raphael Warnock is going to challenge Kelly Loeffler in the runoff. He did get first place, but he only got 30-something% of the vote, so I don't think he's going to win the runoff. John Ossoff, also a little bit disappointing, underperforming Joe Biden. Joe Biden really has overperformed a lot of the Democratic Senate candidates. He did better than Cal Cunningham in North Carolina, much better than Gary Peters in Michigan. Joe Biden has really done pretty well for himself. Arizona, Mark Kelly is doing better than Biden, but Mark Kelly is running against a pretty weak incumbent Republican, Martha McSally. Colorado, Joe Biden did much better than John Hickenlooper, although Hickenlooper was still able to claim a pretty solid victory, pretty convincing victory. So right now, really what we're waiting on is the state of Nevada. Arizona gonna get results there pretty soon. They're gonna release results at 9 p.m. Eastern. So in just less than 3 hours, we're gonna get more results out of Arizona. I'll make a video on that if it's significant, but that's gonna be big. It's all about Maricopa right now. We still have 14% of the results left. In Pima County, we still have 9%. So that would be, favorable for the former vice president. But if Joe Biden can hold on to Maricopa, I think that he has the state of Arizona for him. And then Nevada, really, it's taking an unexpectedly long time. But once Nevada goes to Joe Biden, he is going to be at 270 electoral votes. So right now, the pathway to victory is definitely narrowing up for Donald Trump. The only way for Trump to really win this election right now is he has to win North Carolina, which he has a pretty good chance of winning. But, we'll see. He can definitely still lose it. But right now, I would bet on North Carolina going to Trump. He would have to hold on to Georgia. There's no way for him to win. He would have to win Pennsylvania as well. These 3 states, he would have to win all of them. And then he would have to flip either Nevada or take Arizona back from Joe Biden. That's the only way for Trump to get to 270 electoral votes. But what the theme here is that the state of Pennsylvania right now is a must-win for the president of the United States. I believe Georgia is also a must-win. So yeah, right now, Donald Trump, he must win the 2 states of Pennsylvania and North Carolina. Pennsylvania right now, according to the betting odds, this is Arizona, but Pennsylvania has a 90% chance of going to Joe Biden right now. It's ever increasing. It was at 89% last time. Now it's all the way up to 40%. And then the state of Georgia is 74%. So Georgia definitely is Trump's best bet. But keep in mind, he has to win both of them, I believe. So yeah, Donald Trump has to win both of these states if he wants to win the 2020 election, unless he loses Nevada. So Pennsylvania and Georgia are the states that Trump needs, and the numbers there are not looking too great, especially in Pennsylvania and Georgia. We'll see, but they should definitely be very, very nervous about the results out of Georgia. And yesterday, Trump started claiming states. I'm pretty sure he claimed Michigan and Wisconsin. You can't do that. You can't just claim a state for yourself. So that's not how it works, but we'll see. But if Trump is not going to say he wins. If he says he wins the election and everybody else disagrees with him, he's not going to be inaugurated once again in January. So don't worry about that. The court cases, the Supreme Court really is going to be too much of help for Donald Trump. So I think that right now, Joe Biden has a very, very strong pathway to victory. Joe Biden has so many different ways he can win. All he needs is Nevada right now. Honestly, if he loses Nevada, he also has a pathway through Pennsylvania. If he loses Arizona, even, all he needs is Pennsylvania, really, and doesn't even need the state of Nevada. But if Joe Biden can flip Georgia, that really changes things. If Joe Biden wins Georgia, he's going to win all of these states. Honestly, I don't see Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Nevada going to Donald Trump while Georgia goes to Joe Biden. So Pennsylvania is shifting to the right, but it is much more to the left than the state of Georgia. It just is. That's just how it works. The state of Nevada, Clinton state, it's not going to go to Donald Trump if Georgia doesn't go to Donald Trump. Arizona has been trending to the left heavily. There are now 2 senators. They're Kirsten Sinema and Mark Kelly, the 2 senators that will be inaugurated very soon for the state of Arizona. So right now, again, looking good for Biden. I think he's on the pathway to victory. And if I were to make a prediction, I think Nevada and Pennsylvania would go to the former vice president, that making 4 flips for Joe Biden. Georgia, definitely, I could see it. But right now, I think Donald Trump has a little bit of a higher chance of carrying these 2 southern states. However, Joe Biden has made significant gains in this state. He is now 0.3% behind Donald Trump in this state. Stacey Abrams was only able to hit 2%. So definitely Joe Biden is doing very, very well there in Georgia. North Carolina as well, a huge decrease for Trump's margins, but these Midwestern states, Ohio, Iowa, they were just not it. Texas was better for Trump than expected, Florida as well. But this election, it seems as if people are seeing that Joe Biden right now is favored to win, unlike 2 nights ago when everybody was saying that Trump was going to win, or a lot of us. But that was just a red mirage that we expected, and honestly, I don't know why we didn't listen to us a lot more. Donald Trump plus 16% in Pennsylvania, that is just not possible, so we'll see. But the results in Pennsylvania, they're getting closer and closer. I'm pretty sure it's decreased from when we took a look at this just a little bit of time ago. So we'll see. So right now, Joe Biden looking very good, as I've been saying this whole video. That's honestly the point I want to make right now. Trump can definitely still win if he wins all of these states, but it's a little bit of a stretch right now, so we'll see. But 264, 217, that's the current count right now. When we get more results out of Pennsylvania and Nevada, we're probably going to get a good picture as to who's going to win Pennsylvania today. So if Biden wins Pennsylvania, I would call it for Joe Biden. If Trump wins it, Biden still has a pathway to victory in the state of Nevada. So make sure you join my Discord server if you haven't. The link is at the very top of the description below. I will be updating the election pretty frequently on there if this will load. So yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will update you guys on the 2020 presidential election very soon.